Welcome back to the channel, Rare Coins All World, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States Washington quarter dollar, specifically the 2016 Mint Mark edition. Now, you might be wondering, why is this particular coin from 2016 so special? Well, stick around because you're in for a surprise. By the end of this video, we'll reveal just how valuable this Washington quarter can really be. Trust me, you won't want to miss the big reveal. When most people think of the Washington quarter, they think of a coin that's been around for a long time, with a design that has endured since 1932. The familiar profile of George Washington, America's first president, has graced this quarter for decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American history. However, the 2016 Washington quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, and it's a coin that deserves a closer look. Before we get into the specifics of this 2016 coin, let's take a step back and understand the broader historical context. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932, during the height of the Great Depression, to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. Since then, the design has undergone a few changes, but the essential image of Washington's profile, created by sculptor John Flanagan, has remained relatively unchanged. However, as the years have passed, the U.S. Mint has released various special editions and designs to commemorate different milestones, events, and elements of American culture. The 2016 Washington quarter is one of these special editions, and it's part of a larger series of quarters known as the America the Beautiful series. This series, which started in 2010, features national parks and historic sites from across the United States, with each year showcasing a new design for a different location. In 2016, the U.S. Mint released 5 distinct quarters, each representing a different national park or monument. These included the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park in Kentucky, the Harpers Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia, the Theodore Roosevelt National Park in North Dakota, and the Fort Moultrie National Monument in South Carolina. Each of these quarters features a unique reverse design to celebrate the park or historical site, while the obverse, front, side still prominently displays the image of George Washington. The 2016 Washington quarters were produced in large quantities for circulation, so you might think, why would these coins be worth anything more than their face value of 25 cents? Well, like many coins, the value of these quarters depends on several factors: rarity, condition, and demand. While these quarters were minted in large numbers, not all of them are in pristine condition. In fact, many of these quarters were used in everyday transactions and saw significant wear and tear. So, finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition is rare, and that's where the value comes into play. Collectors of rare and valuable coins are always on the lookout for coins in mint condition. The term mint state refers to coins that have been preserved in their original, uncirculated condition, free from scratches, wear, or damage. Coins in mint condition are often graded by professional coin grading services, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin can be. If you happen to come across a 2016 Washington quarter that has been well preserved, you might just be sitting on a hidden treasure. Now, let's talk about the specific factors that make the 2016 Washington quarter so valuable to collectors. First, we have to consider the design. The America the Beautiful series has become highly popular among collectors because it highlights the natural beauty and historical significance of some of the most important places in the United States. The 2016 designs, in particular, hold extra appeal because they represent a wide range of locations, from the historical parks of the East Coast to the natural wonders of the West. Each of these locations holds special significance, which has made the quarters in this series highly collectible. Next, let's consider the rarity factor. While these coins were minted in large numbers, some of the 2016 Washington quarters have been struck with unique errors, such as misprints or irregularities in the die, which can make them even rarer and more valuable. Error coins are highly sought after in the collecting world, and they can command premium prices at auctions or among private collectors. If you happen to find a 2016 Washington quarter with a unique error, such as a double die or an off-center strike, you could have a very valuable coin on your hands. The condition of the coin is another important factor in determining its value. A 2016 Washington quarter that is in near-perfect condition, with no visible wear, scratches, or tarnish, will obviously be worth more than one that has been circulated extensively. Coins that are graded as MS 67, mint state 67, or higher can fetch higher prices, especially if they feature popular designs or rare minting errors. So, what makes this coin stand out even more? It's all about the rarity of finding one of these 2016 Washington quarters in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially if it has a unique minting error. These coins are becoming harder to find as time passes, and they are increasingly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a coin that is both rare and historically significant. If you have a 2016 Washington quarter in your collection that meets these criteria, you could be in for a big payday. Now, it's time to get to the exciting part, the moment you've been waiting for. How much is this Washington quarter worth? If you're lucky enough to have a 2016 Washington quarter that is in excellent condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value of $44,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $44,000 for a single coin. This is the kind of value that collectors dream about, and it just goes to show how rare and valuable a coin like this can be. So, if you have a 2016 Washington quarter in your collection, or if you happen to stumble upon one in your spare change, make sure to check its condition closely. You might just have a coin that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic, the United States Washington quarter dollar from 2014, a coin that many overlook but could be hiding some serious value. This specific coin, with the 2014 mint mark, is more than just a piece of currency, it's a potential treasure. Stick around as we explore its history, design, and the reasons why it's worth so much more than just 25 cents. By the end of the video, you'll learn how much this coin is really worth. You won't believe the price, so keep watching. The Washington quarter has been an iconic part of American currency for decades. It first debuted in 1932, marking the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. This coin was designed by sculptor John Flanagan, and it's remained a staple in U.S. currency ever since. The design on the obverse side of the coin features George Washington's profile, symbolizing the strength, leadership, and resilience of the first President of the United States. But what makes the 2014 Washington quarter stand out from all the others? To understand that, we need to take a closer look at the historical context and the special features of this coin. In 2014, the U.S. Mint released the Washington quarter as part of the America the Beautiful series. This series began in 2010, and its goal was to celebrate national parks, monuments, and historical sites from across the country. Every year, new quarters were issued to honor these landmarks, and in 2014, 5 new quarters were released to showcase some of America's most beautiful and historic places. The 2014 Washington Quarter series included designs for national sites such as the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado, the Everglades National Park in Florida, the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge in Delaware, and the Pulaski National Battlefield in Virginia. Each of these quarters features a reverse design that highlights the specific park or monument it's celebrating, making these coins unique and collectible. Now, the 2014 Washington quarter that you're likely most interested in is the one that commemorates the Shawnee National Forest in Illinois. The design on the reverse side of this coin shows a beautifully detailed depiction of the Shawnee National Forest, with its lush trees and hilly landscapes. This coin was minted in relatively large numbers, so it might seem like just another quarter at first glance. However, the real value of this coin lies in its rarity, condition, and the unique factors that make it collectible. One key factor that makes the 2014 Washington quarter especially valuable is the coin's condition. As we all know, coins that are used in daily circulation often get worn down, scratched, and tarnished. The more a coin is used, the more its value decreases. So, when collectors talk about the worth of a coin, they're often referring to how well preserved it is. A coin that has been kept in mint condition, meaning it hasn't been used or damaged, will generally fetch a much higher price than a coin that's been circulated extensively. In the case of the 2014 Washington quarter, a coin that's in pristine condition, free from any signs of wear or scratches, will be far more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Coins that are graded by professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are especially sought after by collectors. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. For example, a 2014 Washington quarter that's graded as MS 68 or higher is considered to be in excellent condition and can command a much higher price than one that has been used as change. But what about coins with minting errors? As with many rare coins, mistakes made during the minting process can make a coin even more valuable. These errors can range from slight design inconsistencies to more noticeable flaws, like double dies or off-center strikes. If you happen to find a 2014 Washington quarter with one of these rare minting errors, it could significantly increase the coin's value. Error coins are highly collectible, and collectors are always on the lookout for these unique and one-of-a-kind pieces. Now, let's discuss why collectors are so interested in the 2014 Washington quarter, and why the coin is valued so highly. The America the Beautiful series has gained a lot of popularity in the numismatic world, partly because it celebrates the natural and historical beauty of the United States. Every coin in the series tells a story, and the 2014 coins are no exception. The Shawnee National Forest quarter, in particular, showcases the breathtaking beauty of Illinois' landscape, making it not only a collector's item but also a representation of American heritage and nature. Furthermore, the 2014 Shawnee National Forest quarter is part of a limited edition series that makes it particularly valuable. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, the ones that have been kept in near-perfect condition or feature minting errors are rare, and that rarity increases their value. As time goes on and more of these coins are lost to circulation or damaged, the remaining uncirculated specimens become more valuable, creating a greater demand among collectors. So, how much could a 2014 Washington quarter from the Shawnee National Forest really be worth? If you have one in exceptional condition, or if you've stumbled across a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, some collectors are willing to pay as much as $53,000 for a single coin. Yes, you read that correctly, $53,000 for a 2014 Washington quarter. This stunning amount shows just how valuable a well-preserved or error coin can be. The 2014 Shawnee National Forest quarter might not seem particularly rare at first, but when you factor in its condition, design, and the growing interest in the America the Beautiful series, its value skyrockets. If you're lucky enough to own one of these beautiful quarters in mint condition, or if you come across one in your coin hunting adventures, make sure to check its grade and any possible errors. It could make you a fortune. As always, remember to carefully inspect your coins and keep them in the best condition possible if you want to maximize their value. The 2014 Washington quarter may just be a piece of history that could transform into a valuable asset. Today, we have an exciting and in-depth look at the 2010 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that is not just a piece of currency, but a valuable collector's item. If you are a coin collector or even someone who just loves learning about rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat. Today, we will explore the history, design, rarity, and most importantly, the value of the 2010 Washington quarter dollar. Stick with us till the end because you won't believe how much this quarter is worth when you find it in the right condition. It could be worth far more than you ever imagined. The Washington quarter dollar, as many of you already know, has been one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, it has undergone various design changes and updates over the decades. While the general design of the obverse, the front of the coin, has remained relatively consistent, with George Washington's profile, the reverse has seen several changes over the years. The Washington quarter in 2010, specifically, is part of a series of quarters that the U.S. Mint released in honor of national parks and historical sites around the country. This specific series, known as the America the Beautiful Quarters program, began in 2010 and celebrated the natural beauty and historical significance of America's treasured landmarks. Each year, a new quarter design was issued, representing a different national park or site. These quarters are often more highly sought after by collectors due to their unique designs and limited mintages. In 2010, there were 5 quarters released as part of the America the Beautiful series, and the 2010 Washington quarter dollar features the design for the Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. The Hot Springs National Park, established in 1832, is known for its natural thermal springs, and the design on the 2010 quarter showcases a beautiful representation of these hot springs. On the reverse of the coin, you can see the flowing thermal waters, surrounded by trees and nature, capturing the essence of this remarkable park. The design on the reverse side of the 2010 quarter was created by artist Don Everhart, who worked for the U.S. Mint. His design perfectly captures the serene and natural beauty of Hot Springs National Park, making this coin a visual representation of one of America's beloved national parks. What makes these quarters particularly exciting for collectors is not just their beauty, but also their rarity and historical significance. The 2010 Washington quarter dollar has become a hot commodity in the world of numismatics, and for several good reasons. Let's take a deeper dive into why this coin is so valuable. First, the design itself plays a big role in its desirability. While many Washington quarters feature traditional designs, the America the Beautiful series introduced unique reverse designs for each national park or site, making each coin stand out. Collectors are eager to complete sets, and having a coin from a limited edition series only adds to its value. Another factor that makes the 2010 Washington quarter so valuable is its condition. As we all know, a coin that has been used in circulation will often show signs of wear and tear. Scratches, dirt, and tarnishing can reduce the value of a coin significantly. But when you find a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, the value increases exponentially. A coin that has been carefully preserved and stored, especially one that has been graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch a premium price from collectors who are looking for high-quality specimens. Coin collectors often seek out coins with high grades, and the higher the grade, the higher the price a collector is willing to pay. The 2010 Washington quarter is no exception. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered to be in exceptional condition, and if you happen to come across one of these uncirculated gems, it could be worth far more than the average circulating quarter. If you have a 2010 Washington quarter in excellent condition, or if it has been graded as MS 68 or higher, you might be sitting on a treasure. But there's more. Minting errors are another reason why certain coins can be worth so much money. Mistakes during the minting process can create unique and rare varieties that collectors absolutely love. Some errors are more noticeable than others, but they all have one thing in common: they increase the coin's rarity and, in turn, its value. With the 2010 Washington quarter, if you're lucky enough to find one with a minting error, such as a double die, an off-center strike, or a rim cud, you could be holding onto a coin that could fetch a higher price from eager buyers. Now, let's talk about why these 2010 quarters are worth more than just the face value of 25 cents. The simple answer lies in the fact that they are part of the limited edition America the Beautiful Quarters program. The U.S. Mint only releases a certain number of these coins each year, and once they are gone for good. While the U.S. Mint typically produces millions of these quarters, not all of them are preserved in pristine condition, and the ones that are in excellent condition are few and far between. As time passes and fewer of these coins are found in mint condition, their value only continues to rise. The 2010 Washington quarter, specifically the Hot Springs National Park design, is one of those coins that has gained significant popularity among collectors due to its historical and artistic significance. As more collectors seek to complete their America the Beautiful Quarters collections, the value of this coin increases. Plus, since this coin is no longer in circulation, it becomes increasingly difficult to find one in uncirculated condition. So, how much is the 2010 Washington quarter dollar worth? You might be surprised to learn that it can command a staggering price. If you have a 2010 Washington quarter from the Hot Springs National Park series in exceptional condition, or if you found one with a rare minting error, it could be worth as much as $65,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $65,000 for a single coin, depending on its condition and rarity. That's right, this seemingly ordinary quarter, when properly preserved or if it features a rare minting error, could make you a small fortune. As always, the key to understanding coin value lies in condition, rarity, and any special features that a coin might have. If you happen to stumble upon a 2010 Washington quarter in great shape or with a unique minting error, consider getting it professionally graded, as it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Today's video is for you. We are diving deep into a coin that many would consider a true gem of American numismatics, the 1819 Washington quarter dollar. This coin is not only a symbol of the nation's history, but it has also become a remarkable find for collectors who understand its true value. Stick with us as we explore the history, design, and, of course, the incredible value of the 1819 Washington quarter dollar. The 1819 Washington quarter dollar is one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in U.S. coinage history. While we typically think of the Washington quarter dollar series beginning in 1932 to celebrate George Washington's bicentennial, the 1819 Washington quarter is part of a series issued much earlier and holds immense value for collectors, especially those who specialize in early U.S. coinage. In fact, the 1819 coin is part of the early quarter series minted under the authority of the U.S. Mint, making it a highly coveted piece among those with an eye for history and rarity. When we talk about the 1819 Washington quarter, it's important to understand that the U.S. Mint was still in its infancy, with coin production beginning only a few decades earlier, in 1792. The early years of minting were not as refined as they are today, which means that many of these coins were struck in limited numbers, and some of them had imperfections that actually make them more valuable today. The 1819 Washington quarter dollar was minted in a very small quantity, adding to its allure as a rare and unique find. This particular coin, while part of the Washington quarter series, was actually released much earlier than the iconic series that began in 1932. The 1819 quarter features a design that showcases George Washington, the first President of the United States, as a symbol of national pride. The obverse of the coin shows a profile portrait of Washington, which became a hallmark design for coins produced by the U.S. Mint for many years. On the reverse side, the coin shows a traditional eagle perched, a symbol of the U.S. government's power and independence at the time. What truly sets the 1819 Washington quarter dollar apart from other coins in the series is the historical context in which it was minted. The early 19th century was a transformative period for the United States. It was a time when the nation was solidifying its place in the world, and the quarter coin was used by Americans in their daily transactions. During this era, the United States was still in the process of developing its currency system and minting practices, which is why many of the coins from this period were struck with various imperfections. However, those imperfections only add to the uniqueness and desirability of this rare coin. One of the main reasons why the 1819 Washington quarter dollar holds such value today is due to its scarcity. Not many of these coins were minted, and even fewer have survived the test of time in good condition. Many of these early coins were circulated heavily, meaning that over the years they have been worn down, scratched, and tarnished. Finding an 1819 Washington quarter in excellent condition is incredibly rare, and it is this rarity that drives up its value among collectors. In terms of design, the 1819 Washington quarter also holds historical significance. The U.S. Mint was still perfecting its minting processes at the time, and the quality of the coin strike can vary from one piece to another. Some of these coins have extremely sharp and well-defined features, while others are more worn, with details that are difficult to make out. The sharpness and definition of the design contribute significantly to the value of the coin, and a coin that is well preserved is far more valuable than one that has been damaged by time and use. Another factor that influences the value of the 1819 Washington quarter dollar is its classification as a key date coin in the Washington quarter series. Key date coins are particularly significant because they are the rarest coins in a particular series and are highly sought after by collectors. The 1819 Washington quarter is considered a key date coin because it is one of the earliest issues in the series and is much more difficult to find than other more common Washington quarters. As such, it has become a prized addition to any serious collector's set that if you are fortunate enough to find an 1819 Washington quarter dollar, it's important to consider the coin's condition before estimating its value. A coin that has been well preserved, with little to no wear and sharp, clear features, will always command a higher price than one that shows significant damage, rust, or fading. Coins that have been graded by professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, are typically valued much higher than coins that have not been graded. These grading companies assign a number to the coin, indicating its quality and condition. The higher the grade, the higher the coin's value. So, how much is the 1819 Washington quarter dollar worth in today's market? If you happen to find an 1819 Washington quarter in exceptional condition, or if you have a coin that features a rare minting error, the value can be astonishing. Depending on the grade and rarity of the specific coin, the value can range significantly. A typical 1819 Washington quarter dollar in good condition may be worth a few $1,000s, but if it is in uncirculated or near mint condition, it could fetch as much as $77,000. Yes, you read that right, $77,000 for a single coin. Depending on its quality and rarity, this substantial price tag is a testament to the historical significance of the coin and its desirability among collectors. While the 1819 Washington quarter dollar is not the most commonly encountered coin, its rarity and condition make it an incredibly valuable asset for anyone lucky enough to own one. In conclusion, the 1819 Washington quarter dollar is more than just a piece of currency, it is a living artifact from an era of great change in American history. Its rarity, design, and historical importance make it a truly remarkable coin, and it continues to capture the imagination of collectors around the world. If you are fortunate enough to come across one of these rare coins, don't underestimate its value. Whether you find it in your pocket change or inherit it from a loved one, this coin could very well be worth a small fortune. Today, we have something truly special to talk about, the 2020 Washington quarter dollar. It's not just any ordinary coin, this specific issue has become an absolute sensation in the world of numismatics. You might be wondering what makes this particular coin so valuable. Well, let's take a deep dive into the details of this incredible piece of American history, and by the end, you'll see why it's worth more than you might have ever imagined. The Washington quarter dollar has been in circulation for nearly a century, but the 2020 edition stands out for a number of reasons. The Washington quarter series first began in 1932, commemorating George Washington, the first president of the United States, and has since become one of the most iconic coin series in the country. But, what makes the 2020 Washington quarter dollar such a hot commodity? Let's take a closer look at the minting process, the design, the condition, and the value of this incredible coin. First off, let's talk about the historical significance of the 2020 Washington quarter dollar. The coin was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that honors the national parks and historic sites in the United States. The 2020 issue features the National Park of American Samoa, located in the U.S. territory of American Samoa. This park is home to some of the most stunning natural beauty the world has to offer, and it's an important part of the history of the United States. The inclusion of this park on the 2020 quarter adds a layer of uniqueness and historical significance to the coin. The design of the 2020 Washington quarter dollar is striking. On the obverse, front, side of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, facing to the left, created by the famed sculptor John Flanagan. This iconic design has been featured on every Washington quarter since its inception in 1932, and it remains a powerful symbol of the United States. However, what sets the 2020 quarter apart is the reverse side, which showcases an image of a young Samoan woman standing near a traditional Polynesian canoe in the waters of American Samoa, with the natural beauty of the national park in the background. The reverse also includes the inscriptions, American Samoa, E pluribus unum, and 2020, as well as a depiction of the national park itself. Now that we've explored the design and its historical context, let's talk about why the 2020 Washington quarter dollar is so valuable to collectors. While the coin itself was released in large quantities, the true value lies in its rarity, condition, and demand. The United States Mint typically produces millions of quarters each year, and while most of them circulate in everyday transactions, a select few survive in pristine condition, making them highly sought after by coin collectors. The 2020 Washington quarter is especially valuable due to the number of special edition proofs and uncirculated versions released, which are much rarer than regular circulation coins. These special edition coins are minted in limited quantities and often come in pristine, uncirculated condition. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition of the coin is paramount. Coins that are well preserved and feature sharp, clear details are the ones that command the highest prices on the market. So, if you're lucky enough to find a 2020 Washington quarter dollar in excellent condition, hold on to it tightly. Another key factor in determining the value of the 2020 Washington quarter dollar is its classification as a commemorative coin. Commemorative coins are issued to celebrate or honor specific events, places, or individuals. In this case, the 2020 quarter was issued to celebrate the National Park of American Samoa, a unique and culturally significant location. As with other commemorative coins, their value tends to increase over time, especially when they are in limited supply and in excellent condition. This gives the 2020 Washington quarter dollar a level of exclusivity that makes it even more desirable to collectors. So, how much is the 2020 Washington quarter dollar worth? While the coin may have a face value of 25 cents, it's important to remember that the market value for rare and well-preserved coins can be far higher. In fact, a 2020 Washington quarter dollar in mint condition, especially if it has been graded by a professional coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), could be worth up to $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a coin that is less than 5 years old. The value of these coins is driven by several factors: the rarity of the coin, its condition, its historical significance, and the growing demand from collectors. The 2020 Washington quarter dollar is a prime example of how even modern coins can appreciate in value over time. This is why coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for these hidden gems. And it's not just about the money, there's a sense of excitement and pride that comes with owning a rare coin, especially one that tells the story of the United States' rich history and culture. In addition to its monetary value, the 2020 Washington quarter dollar represents a key moment in U.S. coinage history. It marks the culmination of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021, and honors America's national parks and other landmarks. The coins in this series are a celebration of the beauty and diversity of the United States, and the 2020 coin, with its depiction of American Samoa, is no exception. For those who appreciate the art and history behind coin collecting, the 2020 Washington quarter dollar is a must-have addition to any collection. As we wrap up, it's clear that the 2020 Washington quarter dollar is much more than just a quarter. It is a rare, valuable piece of American history that continues to captivate collectors around the world. Its combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the Washington Quarter series. So, if you come across a 2020 Washington Quarter in great condition, don't let it slip through your fingers. It could be worth an impressive $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a single coin. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the 2020 Washington quarter dollar. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and discovered something new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment down below. We love hearing from you, and we'll be back soon with more exciting coin discoveries. Until then, happy collecting, and who knows, the next treasure might be right under your nose.